Is this thing on? Oh, hello and welcome to Helen Kitty Cat Crafts. What do I do? Well, I do slow stitching, dolls' houses, fabric art, miniatures, dioramas, all sorts of things. But mainly I just play because I don't want to grow up. Stick around and see what we do. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Cats. Oh yes, we do cats too. Welcome. Hello and welcome to day 3 of my December journal. Can you believe that is the 3rd of December already? How quickly has that gone? Well, to be fair, the whole year has gone quite quickly, hasn't it? So anyway, how are you? What have you been up to today? I do hope that you've managed to find some quiet little pockets of calm. So what are we doing today? Well, I thought that today will be all about nutcrackers. Who else likes nutcrackers? Well, my 17-year-old son, who is autistic with learning disabilities, has collected nutcrackers since he was about 3. So he gets at least one every Christmas. Various shapes and sizes. Some play music, some don't. And every Christmas he gets the whole collection out. I'm sure you can imagine how many that is. A good job I like him too, isn't it? So we have glued the scrapbook paper to the page, and I found this napkin with an image of a nutcracker on, which is actually really sweet. So I'm going to mark out on this other piece of paper roughly how big the nutcracker is. I mean, it would probably have been easier to cut the nutcracker out first, to be fair. But yeah, I didn't think of that at the time. So we're going to mark the paper out, and then we're going to cut it. And I do apologise for my lateness in uploading this video. Believe it or not, this is the second time that I have had to edit and voice over the whole video because the app that I used crashed and lost everything. So it's taken me a good 2 or 3 hours to put everything back together again. So hopefully you will actually get the video this time. So we are going to cut out this middle bit. Now, can you guess what I'm making? If you can, shout it out. So have you been crafting today? Are you making gifts for Christmas presents? Are you making Christmas decor for your home? Or are you just choosing not to celebrate Christmas at all? Which is fine if that's the way that you feel. Everybody's Christmas is not a happy time for everybody, is it? For some people, it is just too stressful, and that is fine. However you feel is valid. So there we go. Now, I mean, for me, I like the build up to Christmas. I don't like all the stressy stuff that goes with it. But I think that's because over the years I've managed to decide what is important and not important about Christmas, and disregard what is not important so that I can concentrate on other stuff because I like to enjoy it. I'm very not materialistic, not commercialized. It's all very much a gentle, relaxing Christmas. I'm all for making it as easy as possible. And of course, December is my birthday month as well, so twice the occasion to celebrate. So we've got to have can't get my words out now. We've got to add a bit of glitter because we always need a bit of sparkle in our lives. So nice little bit of gold glitter just around here. Sorry about that. That's my cat that has decided she wants to talk to everybody. You okay, Ez? That was Esther. She's just letting everybody know that she's here and she's listening. Put the rest of the glitter back in the bottle. Don't waste any. Okay. So now we are going to decoupage the two halves of the Nutcracker napkin onto this piece of card because it's too delicate. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning now. That's what you get for sitting in front of a computer for 3 hours. Yes, where was I? Yes, we're going to decoupage the Nutcracker onto this card. I actually really like decoupaging napkins, and it's fairly easy to do, to be fair. Although you have to be careful not to apply too much pressure, or it will wrinkle, because, as I say, they are quite delicate, aren't they? And I usually do use Mod Podge because it gives a good protective layer. I suppose you could maybe varnish it if you wanted to. but that just increases the drying time, doesn't it? And on a note of drying, and normally I would let it dry itself, so it takes however long it takes, but I was a little impatient, so I used my heat gun to dry it off. If you do use a heat gun on Mod Podge, don't heat it up too much, because it does bubble. And also keep your heat gun moving, and don't let it get too hot, because it will burn. It'll burn whatever you're heating, not the actual heat gun. So now let's get these cut out. And it's done. What do you think? Have you guessed what we're making yet? I'm sure you have. Put that on there. Yep, I like that. Just need to trim it down a little. Cut that down. Much better. So glue this piece down first. Make sure that the glue spread everywhere, because it stops air bubbles forming. Wipe off the excess. There we go. So what do we need to do next? Well, we have got these foam pads. Now I normally do have the little white square foam pads, but I can't find them. So we're using this 3M1 instead, which is quite a sturdy pad. So we're cutting it into pieces. Excuse me. So we're cutting it into pieces and we're popping it onto the back of the card, because I want to raise it off the top of the page. Very, very sticky. Okay, next one, and there we have it. I've taken all the backs off. I'm going to flip it over and squidge it down. Make sure it's all secure. And there we go. Now I think we need to put something at the bottom. Yeah, I think we'll use this bit of card, because then it'll tie in with the back, won't it?
They're doing some overcast stitches
extra
around
support,
edges, so
and
I've got a
that's it
few
there.
more of those little pieces from
So now we're going
thing
to
on
take
there.
a nutcracker,
I still think I'm going to do more stitching
and both
here and
sides
there
are
where there's
pretty
unstitched
much
cloth.
identical,
But yeah, this is as far as I've got. I think I've done a few more little darns
and
as
the
well
coffee
here and there.
stirrer.
I'm really
I
enjoying
bet you've
stitching on
guessed
this
what we're
piece, and I
doing
know
now,
many of
haven't
you
you?
are as well. Okay, so for
I'm going to
December,
stick this down
our
with
theme
some
is
sticky
endings
tape.
and beginnings, which I thought was appropriate for the end of the year and the end.
Put it in place. A little bit of sticky tape. Make sure it's nice and secure. Love it. So we're going to add some double-sided sticky tape to the outline so that we can stick both halves of the nutcracker together, and hopefully they should fit together perfectly. If not, we can always give it a quick trim. That's pretty good. Little bit of wriggle room. You must be able to guess what it is now. Shall I give you a hint? No? Sure? Make sure that that is well stuck. Just trim that little bit off the bottom there. Just that little bit there. I'm quiet because I'm concentrating. Pop him in. And there we go. Look, he can dance. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Do you like it? I love it. It's pretty cool. He's got his own little stage too. I like that. My son is gonna love this. Oh, before I forget, my son wanted me to share with you a robin that he sewed whilst at college today. It's going to hang on our Christmas tree when we put the tree up. It is really cute. I'll pop a photo at the end of this video. And he also wanted to share his advent calendar, what he got from his advent calendar. He's got two advent calendars. One of them is the cartoon Bluey, and that is just little chocolate sweeties. The other one is a Christmas cookie calendar. So every day he gets a little cookie, and he's loving it. I mean, essentially, it is a ginger biscuit with icing on top. But it is quite cool. And I'll pop that photo at the end for you. I'm sure you'll enjoy seeing it. So we're going to carry on gluing the rest of things down to make this page. What do you think then? I like it. I think it's cute. That's a good page. But we need something to fill that gap, so let's have a root around in my box of tricks. Let's keep looking. And we have got some doilies with holly berries on. And we've also got some Christmas stickers. Maybe we should flip. I'm thinking of Fridays. Flip through the stickers and see what we've got. Snow globe, snowman, of course.
I expect I'll need more, but we'll make a start. So what I do now is every other strip I fold back out of the way against the pin.
Penguin.
To make sure I go right.
I do love penguins. They're so cute.
Bigger than it needs to be. But if you did want to make sure it went right to the edge, then you would have to take
More snowmen.
and weave the strip under. Oh, what am I doing? Pay attention, Catherine. Every other strip.
I quite like the Christmas tree.
Make me even dopier than usual. Yeah, so you'd have to.
I like that polar bear, and his jumper matches the background paper.
So let's make a start with this. Is this far enough to go the whole way? No, so I'm going to piece.
Sorry about that.
Now, when you're doing it, if you're piecing pieces together, and that can either just be the same cloth.
Where was we?
The reason why you can't do different cloths. Put it.
We could put that hat on the Nutcracker, but maybe not. Gingerbread house. Now that's a cool picture, but not right for this page. No.
So that will go there like that, up as far as I can get it. And then I'll put these strips.
What about snowman, maybe?
And then I just pin.
And that would tie in with. Yeah. So stick this down. There we go. How's that? I think maybe a snowflake at the top. Yeah. Very classy. Even if I do say so myself. Nutcracker washi tape. How cute is that? We have to use this, don't we? How could we not? Probably not all over on all the sides, because I think that would probably be a little bit overpowering. Let's see how we go. Yep, I like that. That's it. Take that off there. There. How about that? Hee hee. Ho ho ho. I like that. That is cute. Yeah, that's a great spread. Very, very cute. I think that can stay. We'll add this little nutcracker at the bottom here. Hee hee hee. Ho ho ho. Oh dear, it's the little things, isn't it? Oh dear. Right, let's move on to the calendar. Number 3. Where is number 3? Down. Yes. It's well hidden. There. Ooh, what is it going to be? It is snowballs. Yay! Let's have a snowball fight. No. I'll put those to one side and I'll have those when I've finished filming. Right. So, North Pole. Not huge leaps of progress made. Yeah, as I've said, painted up the 2 little houses that I made. So this one is going to be Santa's workshop. So it's looking quite cool. And this one is going to be Santa's Swiss style chalet. And that is quite a tongue twister. So yeah, there we go. Obviously they're not finished yet. Like everything else, it takes time, doesn't it? Shall I show you my little box of tricks? Not tricks, really. Okay, give me a minute. There we go. So we've got little silver figures and teeny weeny tiny figures. How small are they? I'm not sure if I'll be using them on this diorama, but yeah, they are cute, aren't they? Some are painted and some are not. And then we've got some buttons and some seed beads and some ordinary beads and some cabochons. And then we've got some little gnomes that I'm using as elves. And then we've got Santa's figures and some Rudolphs and penguin. And there's a polar bear in there. Rudolph. A rather rotund Father Christmas. Lovely little snowman. Sweet, aren't they? There's even some little presents in there. So, yep, I've got all those. Probably not going to use them all, but it's best to have a choice, isn't it? So, the next step is to make some kind of brickwork for the fronts of the houses. And for that, I'm using self-adhesive foam sheets. And I'm just going to score them. Just roughly, doesn't have to be neat. Yeah, I'm just going to sort of score them into mini brick shape. And then we're going to stick them to the outside of the buildings, and then they'll get a coat of acrylic paint, and then I will start detailing, probably dry brushing with a darker colour, maybe see if I can find a 3D candy cane or something like that to put on the outside. So I'm just going to scratch a little bit of texture into some of the bricks, not all of them, but I seriously doubt that even the bricks at the North Pole would be totally smooth. It all adds texture, doesn't it? So wherever I've scored them, obviously you can pull them apart, and then it's quite easy to break the strips down and cut them to whatever size you need them to be. I quite like this self-adhesive foam. It's quite easy to work with, and it does paint up fairly good, to be fair. I've used it in a few things. It's not thick enough to bear any weight or anything like that, but it's good for like, you can even use it on journal covers, and you can score things into it. Yeah, it's quite good stuff. So we're gonna start on the chalet, and yeah, I know I haven't got a window in here yet because I couldn't decide whether to put one in or not. Think Santa needs a window? Maybe we should phone him and ask him. I don't know. He might not want the polar bear sneaking a look through and seeing what he's doing. He might not want to see out. And of course, if he's got a window, then, you know, it might be a bit drafty up there. I'll think on that one. Just keep adding. little strips. Gradually build it up. What do you think? It's coming together slowly. Okay. Little door at the back. Make sure that it's all fixed in properly, and then we can cut that down to size and cover it with the foam and score a door design in there. So for this roof, I was thinking we could take this hole punch thing that cuts out little love hearts and use that as roof tiles, because the roof's made out of cookies, of course, and so I thought love heart cookies would be quite cute. So if we cut out all these little teeny tiny hearts, which obviously I'm going to do off camera because it'll take forever and I'm sure you don't want to sit through that. So yeah, we're going to take the little teeny tiny hearts and stick them to the roof and use them as roof tiles. Let me show you. Stick the first one at the bottom, and then the second one will sit just above that. And then the third one just above that. I'm sure you get the idea. And before you go, I wanted to share with you the Christmas tree robin that my son made at college. Isn't he sweet? I love him. And my son also wanted to share the cookies he got in his cookie advent calendar. So until next time, I'll say goodbye. Thanks ever so much for stopping by, spending time with us. Take care. Goodbye.